Bought the new launch and not sure what to do after the 3-year SSD period? If you're a property owner and have just crossed the 3-year SSD mark, stay tuned to find out what are your options moving forward. In my previous episode, I've shared more on how I started my property investment journey. This is the second part series of my investment journey where I'm going to use my own case study to share with property owners who are in the same situation as me on the options you can consider moving forward, and I will also be weighing the pros and cons of each option. As you all know, in Singapore, there is a tax on sellers if you were to sell your private property within the first 3 years of purchase. Hence, most owners will only start selling their units after it crosses the 3-year mark. If, like me, you went ahead to purchase a new launch at the initial phase, you would have realized that after 3 years, the project would most likely still be under construction. But did you know that you can actually sell off your unit even before the construction work is done? This is what we call a subsale. So using my case study, let me share with you 2 options I can consider. Number 1, sell my unit in the subsale market now. As I have passed my 3 years mark, I'm able to sell off my unit immediately. And if you take a look at the recent transaction in Treasure at Tampines, the last transacted subsale unit was at 1,560 PSF, while the highest for a 3-bedder on 5th of May 2023 was 1,667 PSF. If I were to sell my unit at 1,667 PSF, I would have made $408 gain per square foot, and the sales profit that I would have made would be $373,000. For easy illustration, I'll be taking a flat rate of 4% across the last 4 years to calculate the mortgage interest paid, even though back in 2020, there was a period where banks offered interest rate as low as 1.2%. After deducting the mortgage interest paid in the last 4 years and also transactional and miscellaneous costs, my final returns would be $318,000. This could effectively mean that with my initial down payment of $288,000 and this capital appreciation, I will easily be able to down pay for a $2 million property next. However, some people might beg to differ and consider only to sell their unit during TOP, as most people would say that TOP price would have been the highest due to the immediate availability. For Treasure, there are a total of 2,203 units in the development. When it TOPs, we'll be expecting a high supply of ready units being pumped into the market. As buyers, it is common that they would prefer to get the best deal, such as the lowest asking priced unit. When supply is more than demand, buyers then will have more choices and be able to get a better bargaining power. Thus, as a seller, I will probably face a situation where I'll take a longer time to sell my unit or might not be able to fetch my desired price due to the greater competition during TOP. This brings us to option 2, which is to hold on to the unit for a few more years, in which I could either move in or rent it out. For many buyers, the purchase at Treasure would probably be for own stay. This means that we could enjoy the many facilities within the condo compound while planning for the right time to cash out the unit when supply is low in the market. Another option I could consider would be to hold on to the unit and rent it out. At 75% loan-to-value ratio and using 4% as the current interest rate, my monthly mortgage interest would be $2,880. Together with a maintenance fee of $180, a property tax of $737, the total cost of property per month would add up to $3,797. Let us take a look at the kind of rental we can fetch in the newer condos along Tampines Avenue 10. As you can see, 3-bedders in Tapestry has transacted $4,008 to $5,002, and for the Alps residences, there is a 3-bedder that transacted at $5,800. Hence, when Treasure TOPs and is ready to be rented out, I can expect to fetch a rental of $5,000 to $5,500 for my 3-bedder, and my monthly cost of maintaining the unit is covered by my tenant. This means that not only will I be expecting rental income, I will also be able to gain from the capital appreciation as showed earlier. We would also be expecting rental market to be in demand due to the 29 September cooling measure, where private property owners, PPOs below the age of 55 will be unable to buy resale HDB and will have to have a wait-out period of 15 months. Hence, for this group of people, they will need to rent for the next 15 months if they are still keen to purchase a resale HDB flat. Thus, when Treasure TOPs, being the newest kid in the block, we will be expecting to fetch a good rental. Of course, the above data is just my personal opinion as to how the projected performance of Treasure and its rental market will be like. To summarize, there are many ways to navigate through the private property market, and there are pros and cons to each option. What is most important is to understand the supply and demand in the area and to know when to exit in order to cash out from your property at its peak. For units that have profited over the last few years of holding, we should also weigh to see if the property will appreciate more by holding longer or whether it is the right time to swap to another project that is able to appreciate better. If you too are in the same situation where you are unsure of what is the next step moving forward with your property, or like me, you own a unit in a mega-sized project and is finding it difficult to release due to the competition with other sellers, feel free to contact me for a customized plan curated for your property to maximize its potential in the safest and fastest way possible, and I will be here to assist you on this journey. Bye!